Well, hello everyone, I am the Squirrels Nuts. Today I got a video on PS3, Caspian Border. This Caspian Border is still one of my favourite maps. It's just a wonderful, wonderful map. I love it. This game was actually followed on straight from my last video, the Tehran Highway sniping game. So you can see the squad is exactly the same. We just went straight from Tehran Highway into Caspian Border, and tried to bag the helicopter, as you can see, but Ham got to the we just basically both ran over to it and got in. Now ideally he goes gunning and I pilot it, but we managed to get the heli, but we got the other way around, so we just left it as it is and went with it. And as you can see, the result is, well, that's okay, I'll take that. Those guys seem to think they can just stay in the heli all day, don't they? I mean, you really need to know when you beat and get out, otherwise it's a free double kill. I tell you what's worse is in a Venom. You know, if you take a Venom out, you can easily find yourself getting 4 or 5 kills, you know, because it is a passenger helicopter. Look at this, I'm having a bit of fun here, just RPGing this tank over the top of this hill. Just judging it. Nice shots there. I think next one I'm going to get him. I assume that was him shooting back. But I don't think it is him shooting back, actually, because what I don't realise, I'm being mortared. I can't really tell the difference between being tank shelled to the face and being mortared to the face. It's all pretty similar. Actually, that guy Asak, I'm sure he's on my friend list. I know him from somewhere anyway. I'm sorry I don't know all the names of all my friends. I mean, I'm not the best with names. Oh, look at this. I spawned inside this helicopter. Ham had managed to get himself the helicopter, and I was going to spawn in it, and there's a bit of a miscommunication between me and him, and I ended up basically said, you know, I'm spawning now, and he jumped from the driver's seat, the pilot seat, into the gunner seat, but I still had a 2-second countdown on my squad screen, so by the time it let me into the pilot's seat, we slammed into the ground and nearly lost the whole thing, but we managed to repair it and get it back up. Yeah, sorry, I don't know as I was saying, I don't know all of the friends. I'm not brilliant with names in real life, to be honest with you. And across 3 platforms, you know, 100 friends in each platform. And then, you know, you've got Battlelog friends, YouTube friends, then the Facebook friends, and then the gamer tags. And it's, to be quite honest with you, it's a complete nightmare. And I probably only know about sort of a dozen or so names at the moment on each platform, but as I play with you guys more regularly, I'll get to know you, I'm sure. But at the moment, if I don't notice you're even in my game, I mean, I've had people, you know, on my friend list dancing up and down in front of me, and I've not got a clue. I don't know they're on my friends list. I'm really sorry about that, but hopefully I'll get to know you. So anyway, this is I'm trying to get a guy here I think I'm trying to get the guy who mortared me, actually. I can see him on the mini-map. But this is the problem with Caspian. You know, with all this kind of woodland trees and bushes and greenery, it's very hard to see infantry, especially if they're not moving. In fact, it can be quite hard to see tanks and stuff. Now, when you're the pilot of the helicopter, of course, you don't have any thermal option. But when you're the gunner, you do. And if you do take... Look at that. That was actually a team kill. You see the kill feed at the top? OXY. I think he was after the same jet as me, and obviously he turned around and hadn't seen me and flown straight into me. Hate the way I get suicide for that. It just seems so wrong. Why can't I just say team kill? Why do I have to get that as a suicide? Oh well. Oh, anyway, so yeah, you've seen me in a helicopter. You'll see me in a few vehicles in this game. Now you'll see me in a jet, and you'll see why I'm not the best jet pilot in the world. Yeah, as I was saying about the thermal, there's no thermal when you're the pilot, but there is when you're a gunner, and I generally run thermal on a tank. And when I'm the gunner in the helicopter, I go thermal, because particularly on a map like this, it's just invaluable. So, here we go, you'll see me jet piloting. Just keep an eye on the score though. If you look at that, we're 90 tickets, and they're 135. Now, I'm not going to tell you what happens at the end of this game. It's quite an interesting game though. But we managed to sort of turn it around and pull it back to neck and neck, and then it could go either way. But I won't tell you what happened. Anyway, so you see me now, I'm just trying to evade an enemy jet. There's a couple of us up. I'd really like to take that helicopter out, since they're obviously sitting ducks, but I've got to take care of these jets first. Now what I would appreciate, guys, if there's any good jet pilots out there, you can see me flying around here. There's a couple of things. Firstly, you'll see a lot of overcompensation. I don't know if that's just down to the PS3 controller. Now when I do get in a jet on the Xbox, I'll soon find that out. I don't know at the moment, or if it's just me and I'm just not doing it right. But if there's any good jet pilots out there and they're watching this, can you give me some tips? How can I get better at this? Because look at this, I'm going under him, over him with a crossfire, and it's really annoying me just doing it. When I'm in a heli, I can just, I can take people out. When I'm in a tank, I can take people out. When I'm in a jet, it takes me forever. If that guy had been a good jet pilot, I'm pretty certain he could have just turned around and just mullered me, basically. I managed to disable him, and I think he goes down as well, but yeah, I think he gets out of there. But I watch other footage of people flying jets, and they're just flying around mincing people up, and I think, how the hell does that work? If you're on PC, I have flown a jet on PC, it's a very different experience to flying a jet on console. Same with the helicopters. You can get a lot finer control on a PC. It's just the way it works. I mean, particularly in a helicopter on PC, I've noticed that you just don't get any of the overcompensation. You can just make these kind of nice tight adjustments and lock onto things and shoot things. But on console, you've got these. You'd think it was easier, and it is to fly around with the analog sticks to fly around. But you get this kind of weird overcompensation that I'm just not learned how to deal with yet. So anyway, I've got the, I think I've got the rocket pods on the jet at the moment. Oh, he goes down, look. I think I've got the rocket pods on the jet, so when I go for a helicopter in a second, I start shooting these pods at it, but yeah, I don't manage to take it. Not with the pods anyway, so I go for the ramp. It's what everybody seems to do in a jet. As soon as you see a helicopter, if you can't gun it down, just ram the damn thing. Which I do. And then somehow I die. Now, I thought that jets could still kill helis without suiciding. Maybe they've patched it though. I'm not sure. Or maybe that just exploded as I was going past and it killed me. I think that's more likely actually. Anyway, so what do I spawn next? There's Pascalis. Maybe I'll spawn on him. Now as I come over here, see this mortar guy. Now I think he's probably going to try and knife him, but you see the mortar guy get up? So I was going to let Pascalis take his tags, but as soon as I saw him get up, I thought, no, I better try and deal with that. I have done that before. You run up to a guy mortaring, because they can still see a certain amount of stuff. They end up getting up and shooting you down as you're trying to get the tags, and you think, I shouldn't have been so greedy, I should have just shot him. But it's so tempting to try and get those tags, isn't it? Right, so here we go, on a jeep. Let's get over to a gas station. Always a busy place, gas station. Oh crap, I just ran into a tank. Evasive manoeuvres, round the back of here. Fire's a good place to get behind. All this fire and smoke makes it quite hard for him to see you unless he's got any kind of thermal. But as it happens, he bailed out. Which leaves a nice fresh T90 for me. And I love T90s so much. I'm pretty effective in them actually. I've got I think I've got sensors and thermal and the LMG. I think that's what I'm rocking on this T90 at the moment. But Ham's managed to get in as gunner. So that's good, so off we roll. Time to leave gas station and go and try and bag some nodes. And look at the tickets now. It's starting to even up. We're on, what's that, 69, they're on 84. Not as big a difference now. If we can get 3 flags, then we should start tipping the balance, which is why I'm heading down to the crossing over here. The checkpoint as it's called. Right, so anyway, I did mention in my previous video that I was thinking of going and doing some hardcore gameplay. I'm going to give it a go. So I think I'll spend this week just playing hardcore games. I'm going to try it on all the different platforms. And I'd like some people to come in with me. Some guys have already posted on Facebook saying, yep, up for that, which is great. What I want to know is from people who've played hardcore, because I have only played a few games of it on Battlefield 3, so from my experience, I remember when I got inside vehicle, there's no third-person camera. I know the vehicles don't automatically repair themselves. Similar situation with your health. It doesn't automatically come back. You have to get healed. So they're the kind of you know, differences of the game, and then you've got 60% health kind of thing, so you go down a lot faster. But are there any other sort of things I should know about hardcore before I start getting myself wasted in there? And what is the best kind of class to go for? You know, should I go for assault and try and heal people? Should I go for engineer and repair? You know, what's a good starting point? And should I go into TDM first? Would that be a good thing to do just to get used to it, or does it not really matter? Can I just go and play Conquest or Rush? What are the good game modes on hardcore? You guys could just leave me some comments if you've played a lot of hardcore. Just, you know, give me some pointers on this to get me going. And yeah, we can hopefully get in there and have some fun. And the other thing is, should I go with a silencer or not? Is it better to have a silenced weapon or to just be nice and loud and let people come at you? Because if you've only got 60% health, then obviously a silenced weapon, apart from the bullet drop, but you know, it's going to be able to take people out fairly quickly. Or is it better to just stick with an unsilenced weapon? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. So anyway, the ticket count is still not going in our favour at the moment. They've managed to bag, look at that, that's pretty bad. They've got 3 flags and neutralised one of them. So I start capping this and popping some shots back over at Hilltop. Hilltop on Caspian is always a key place. One of the reasons I think is because it overlooks forest down there, just to the left. And of course, if you've got Hilltop, you can quite easily recapture forest and you can shoot people trying to get up from that direction. Checkpoint is obviously important. Well, the flag nearest to your spawn is obviously the most important, really. You've got to have that one. But there's always a key sort of flag in any map. And Hilltop is the key one, I think, for Caspian. Well, certainly when it's on the 4 flag version anyway. It's definitely a key place to get. But you'll often find it mined up to the eyeballs, you know, with mines all over the place. So you've got to be careful when you go up there. Which is another good thing thermal's good for seeing. Although, and I've heard this mentioned before, and I agree with it, being able to see mines with thermal vision doesn't make any sense, really. Because mines don't have any kind of a heat signature. What the hell's that guy doing? Seriously, he had a bad day, didn't he? Yeah, mines don't have a thermal signature, so why should you be able to see that? They shouldn't really call it thermal because it's more of a enemy equipment vision, isn't it? You can see mines, you can see claymores with it, you can see infantry, you can see any vehicle that's got somebody in it. So it's kind of an active vision. See the mines there as it came up? Unfortunately, with all these mines, and there's guys on the rocks here on the left with RPGs, and it all just becomes too much. And I think I might even have a bloody heli shooting at me, I'm not sure, but yep, got completely and utterly owned. But thermal, yeah, I don't know. I find it useful. Anyway, Pascalos has got the Viper, so it's time for me to go gunning. So you'll see me kind of switching back and forward between thermal vision. Pascalos is... I've never been a gunner in his helicopter before. His piloting style, because each pilot tends to fly in a different way, his style seems to be quite steady, sort of flying around steady, which is pretty good when you're a gunner, has to be said. I don't know how good his piloting is or isn't, but yeah, like you can see, it's quite a steady. I should have had that. I so should have had him with the TV missile. It's an utter fail. But yeah, you can see he just kind of hovers and lets me basically take this guy out. So yeah, nice one. No problems with that. There's actually a couple of tanks behind us over here in the checkpoint. But I think Pascalos was having the same problem I was when I was flying before. He just couldn't see the tanks. And I'm madly sort of spotting. So I'm pressing the spot button to try and highlight the guys, because I can't see them either. And what's happening is, as you press the spot button, you point at vehicles and you're the squad leader. Oh, there you go. You start getting all these kind of attack objective bonuses because you've told your squad to do something, which you wasn't really. You were just spamming the spot button trying to find something, but because you were pointing at a flag, it took that as an objective. Do you see that? It got absolutely whacked there. I'm not really sure what by, but yeah, time to get out. There's a tank here, but Was it the gunner? It seemed to take us down so quickly. And if he shot a shell at us, then it should have been a one-shot kill. So I'm just trying to stay alive here, just staying behind this earth and keep moving around, because it's very hard for him to know where you've gone. You just gotta keep moving when in this situation. But this mound of earth is really helping me a lot. I'd be dead by now. He's bailed out though, look. He's got out. There he is. Finished him off. Okay, so now we've got 3 flags. They've only got 1. And the ticket count is 29 to us, 47 to them. So, if you're in this kind of situation, obviously you've got to hold your flags, you've got to hold it like this. But the main thing is not to die. I mean, when you've only got 20 tickets left, or 28 in this case, you've only got 20 tickets left. You know, your death is starting to make a significant difference to your chances of winning. Because it's not just, you know, tickets deplete, of course, when you've got more flags than they have, but also tickets deplete when somebody dies. So, I can't find a vehicle here, which is really annoying me. I try and get in this tank, but amazingly, all 3 seats are taken, so I can't get in it. I'm just wondering what the best thing I can do is, and I have no choice. I've just got to start running across here. What on earth? What? How the hell did a jet get there and not be destroyed? That's just so bizarre. I wasn't sure if anybody was in that or not, so I just literally just shot an RPG into it. I figured, in a split second, I figured it's not good having a jet there, so that's time to get rid of it. I doubt anybody could have got in and flown it away, but it was such a surprise. You turn a corner and see a jet parked on the floor. That doesn't happen all the time. They got Hilltop, so I decided to run over here to Hilltop. I know gas station is sort of reasonably safe at the moment, because it takes quite a while for them to get back over there. So I decided to go up here and see what I can do. But look at the tickets now. 24 to 19. We've managed to turn it around. We've been in a losing situation all of this game. And I've been messing around in jets and in helis and jeeps and tanks and God knows what else. And I get on the ground on foot. And lo and behold, it's going to be a close game. I'm not sure which way this is going to go. Now we've got 3 of the flags, but I'm really conscious that there could be anybody around here. I don't have any kind of vehicle I can get in. I don't have any thermal vision at all, so you never know where somebody's going to be camped up, and I'm just trying to be uber cautious not to lose. And down goes the antenna, not to lose my life. But I can't stop but watch that. Don't you love that? That's great. They didn't put that in at first, they only put that in later. That's the first time I think I've seen it on the PS3. I've seen it on PC quite a few times, but never actually witnessed it on the PS3 before. And I got it recorded. But yeah, look at that. We won. We turned the whole game around. Losing all the way through, and we take it right at the end. Fantastic. Quite a few guys there on my squad. You see people with my clan tag. But yeah, that's it, guys. Get on Facebook and tweet me and let me know your thoughts on hardcore and the best game modes to play. That's it from me. Give me a thumbs up if you like that. If you give me a thumbs down for any reason, please leave a comment so I know why. It's so annoying getting thumb down and not knowing why. But hopefully you enjoyed that one. So, yep, this week is all about hardcore. So I'll see you on the battlefield. Take care, guys, and see you soon.